Please remain standing for a moment of reflection. All right, you may be seated. All right, so I'm assuming you guys can hear me, or okay, great. The clerk will now call, or the secretary will now call the roll.
All right. Thank you, Mr. President. Um, let's see. 1 second. Senator Aqua. Senator Aqua will be marked as absent. Senator 9.
Present.
Thank you. Senator Fanzon is here via proxy. Senator Teddy. Thank you. Senator Tempore is here via proxy. Senator Shiv Unity is here via proxy. Senator Cold Chicken. Oh, Senator Shiv is present, alright. I'll assume I'll take the proxy off then. Okay, perfect. Alright, Mr. President, we have a quorum.
All right. I'll open the floor. Wait. I need to DJ your question. Wait, hold on. All right. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 items on our agenda today. I'll hear any opening statements or remarks relating to tonight's agenda. Senator, is there a second?
I second.
Hearing a second, tonight's agenda will be approved. All right, starting with the executive business, the first item of our agenda is N001, Mr. Astronaut to be Secretary of State. I'll be hearing motions on that. Senator?
Yeah.
My apologies. The first item of tonight's agenda is N004, Mr. Literally Brent to be Attorney General. Do I hear any motions on that?
Mr. President,
Senator,
I motion to vote on N004.
is there a second? Hearing a second, we'll vote. One sec, I need to all right. 004. All right, 1 second. All right, with 4 A's, including proxies, the nomination has been passed. The next item on tonight's agenda is N008, Mr. Teo to be Deputy Secretary of Defense. I'll take motions on that.
Mr. President,
Senator,
I motion to vote on N008.
is there a second? Hearing a sufficient second, we'll vote. With 5 A's, including proxies, the nomination passes. And the last item on our executive portion today is SN002, Mr. Sheriff Nathan to fill a vacant Senate seat Class 2. Is there any motions on that,
Mr. President,
Senator?
I motion to vote on, SN002.
Is there a second? Hearing a sufficient second, we'll vote. With 4 A's, 5 A's, including proxies, the nomination passes. We have exhausted our executive business for out of today's agenda, and we'll move on to the legislative business. The first item on our agenda is HJ Res 7001 to elect a Sergeant at Arms of the United States Congress. Mr. Secretary, may you read the purpose?
Mr. President, that has been already voted on May 15th.
Oh, okay. I see it now.
Yeah.
My bad.
No
I need to
worries.
zoom out. Okay. Sorry, guys. I know today I'm like out of it. The next item, the first item on our legislative business is HR 7003, the CBP Deputy Commissioner Act. That and okay, yeah. Mr. Secretary, can you read the purpose of that?
Yeah, 1 second. I just noticed that I opened the wrong document.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, we got it. Oh, never mind. Okay, we do. HR 7003, the CBP Deputy Commissioner Act, proposed by Representative Earth Revocate, a bill to suggest the developers to create a Deputy Commissioner rank in the Department of Homeland Security Roblox group. Purpose, for too long, the Customs and Border Protection has had a Vice Commissioner whose role has only been present in the DHS Discord server. This bill aims to suggest the developers to create a role called Deputy Commissioner of Customs in the Roblox DHS group to ensure the Deputy Commissioner is also recognizable inside of DC as well. It is important to note, as outlined in Article 6, Section 4 of the United States Constitution, that this bill only serves as a suggestion to the developers. That be all, Mr. President.
All right, thank you. Do I hear any motions on this bill?
Mr. President,
Senator?
I motion to vote on House Res 7003.
Is there a second? Hearing a sufficient second, we'll vote. Wake up, Teddy. All right, with 5 votes, including leave of absences the bill passes. And the next item of our agenda is HR 7005, the anti-NSSE Gambling Act. Mr. Secretary, may you please read or you know what I mean, the purpose.
Yeah. HR 7005, proposed by Representative Ty Dakar, a bill to prohibit protective agents from bidding on assassinations during an SC event they are attending. Purpose: in order to prevent the potential disruption of a protective agent's duties for monetary or any other type of gain, this bill aims to prevent said individuals from bidding on the assassination of any other protective agent during an SC event that they are attending. That will be all, Mr. President.
All right, thank you. Do I hear any motions on this bill?
Mr. President,
Senator,
may I request the floor to make a statement?
you have the floor.
All right. I object to this bill and simply for mainly two reasons. The first part is that this creation of the bill seems more like a generality when it states unlawful gambling and betting, and the fact that they've only basically made it to protective divisions doesn't necessarily sit right with me. I feel that if they were going to do this, they should make it to all LE because I feel like just again pushing it on protective agencies does nothing. So that means again, I feel like there's also loopholes to this. For instance, let's see when they're going to attend on duty for. Yeah, so let's say they weren't going to be on duty as a protective agency. Let's say they decided to go on NPD, and an NPD agency betted on the assassination. So I guess they're saying that an NPD betting on the assassination is fine, but SS, DSS, USMS, etc. is not fine. You know, that's kind of the main issue. The bill is kind of stated as a generality, yet pushes only, banning it for the protective divisions. That's really it. I yield the floor.
All right, thank you. Do any other people seek the floor regarding this bill or like have motions? Nobody has any motions regarding this bill.
Mr. President. Oh, never mind.
Private Teddy, Senator. Is there a second?
I second.
Hearing a second, the bill is tabled. All right, the next item on our agenda is, I have to scroll up. S7007, an amendment to HR 6505. Mr. Secretary, may you please read the purpose?
Senate Bill 7007, proposed by Senator 9, a bill to amend various sections within HR 6505. Purpose: the purpose of this bill is to amend HR 6505 to remove the fact that the updated code has to pass through Congress and rather assign added authorities to the office of the Law Revision Council. That will be it. Yep.
All right, thank you. Do I hear any motions on this bill,
Mr. President,
Senator?
I request the floor once again.
You have the floor.
All right. So obviously, I'm not going to object to my own bill, but I just kind of wanted to explain the reasoning for removing the authority for Congress to pass the code specifically. Basically, the code is just a blank paper with already added, already signed laws. So in my after talking with Jackson and also the House Majority, Ray, it made really no sense for Congress to specifically pass it in its entirety, since again, it's just a document with already assigned or already signed laws, and so rather, because I doubt anyone here is just going to read the entire updated code and just go over all the laws that have already been signed and see which has been updated. So that's kind of been, this would be assigned to the Office of the Law Revision Council to kind of go through, make sure everything's added, and then vote whether it's, properly amended everything that's, per the one House bill, I think it's July 1st that we have to redo the whole code again. So that's kind of it. I yield the floor.
All right, thank you. Do I hear any other motions regarding this bill? Senator? Is there a second? Hearing a second, we'll vote. All right, obviously time has to pass, but with five A's, including proxy votes, the bill passes to the House of Representatives, if I'm not wrong. We've now exhausted both portions of tonight's agenda. Do I hear any closing motions or remarks? Do I hear? So, okay. Do I hear any motions to? Okay, there we go. Senator? Is there any objections? Hearing none, hereby we adjourn the second session of the 70th Congress.